Hi Pisces, I'm Jennifer Angel. I'm back, or sort of. I've got bronchitis, so I couldn't get last week's reports out, but I want to just touch on the eclipse, and then we'll go into next week, the week of February the 5th, okay? All right, so it's a lunar eclipse, which means it's a full moon, and which means the sun and the moon are opposite. All right, so the moon is in Leo, 11 degrees Leo, so it's a lunar eclipse in Leo, and this is your area of health, well-being, productivity. Excuse me. and the other area where the sun is, and also Venus, and Mercury moving into this area, and Mercury being the planet of communication, Venus governing love and money, and the sun, our most powerful force, in the sign before yours. So this is a great time to get inspired. It's a great time to really look at what you're doing, how you're doing it, who you're doing it with, and are you happy with all that? Because what the full moon and the lunar eclipse does is that it helps to bring things to a head. It like closes the doors off. So the decisions that you make now can really help to sort of push you forward into a better place. But once you close those doors off, they're generally closed, okay? So you want to choose carefully. And so we've got a full lunar eclipse. It's a supermoon, so it's got a stronger gravitational pull, and it's a blue moon too in the months. I hope I haven't already said that, because I'm a little bit sort of fuzzy at the moment. So it's, the point is, it's a pretty intense time, and some changes can happen over this time. They don't always happen exactly on the day, but, some things I find are just simply taken out of your hands. Other things you have choices to make. So you want to consider your choices. But as I said, it's a time for you to look after yourself and your own needs. And that is your health and well-being, as well as your whole productivity. And as we have Mars sitting in your career zone still, then the Mars generally can put a lot of pressure on you to get things done and to get them done quickly. So there's a level of urgency with Mars. And at the start of next week, the February the 5th, we've got Venus in a sextile with Uranus, and that's for you. The sextile is an opportunity, and with Venus in that sign before yours and Uranus in your monetary zone, it's like something can come through for you now that's going to be good financially. You probably won't have a great deal of time to think about it. You want to trust your instincts, and you are one of the most highly intuitive signs in the zodiac. And sometimes I think these aspects really help us just to, they test us and help us to sort of trust our instincts and pay attention to our intuition, and have faith in ourselves, and that very much I think is what that does for you. Later in the week, the following weekend on the 9th and 10th, going into the weekend, the sun will be in a square with Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is your co-ruler, and even a square with Jupiter is not really that heavy duty. But it is like a message to keep you on track. It's in your area of soul purpose, also your area of legal matters and publishing, and your area of inner truth. So there's very much over this time of you being true to you and standing in your circle of power and not taking no for an answer type thing. And, if you want it, then go after it. And then right at the end of the next week, over the weekend, 10th and the 11th of February, Venus will move into your sign. So I love Venus in Pisces. It's, you know, it's very romantic, it's idealistic, it's just beautiful. So savor that energy. It's also very good for attraction for money and love, okay? Now, the lunar eclipse is at 11 degrees, so you want to, if you have your horoscope wheel, you know how to sort of look at that, then have a look to see where you've got planets that are sitting at 11 or close to 11 degrees, and where Leo is in your chart, okay? And that'll give you an indication of how that's going to affect your natal birth chart. If you don't have that, there are quite a few sites that do have automatic sort of programs. You can put your details in and you can download your horoscope wheel for free. I don't have that. I do it manually, so not so easy to give it away for free. But you can get that. That's a good thing to have on hand, okay? All right, so love, luck, and blessings to you, and I hope I didn't repeat myself through that. Apologies if I did, and I hope something advantageous and wonderful happens to you this week, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.